Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings is known to have different ties for a game show each episode, and recently the TV personality shared his tie wardrobe on social media. Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings has been moderating the game show since 2021, becoming the solo host in 2023. Each game Ken, 51, hosts he wears a stylish tie. On Tuesday, the television personality shared a video of himself showing off his tie robe. In the clip, Ken walked in his Jeopardy! Dressing room to flaunt his neckwear collection, which consisted of over 200 different tie styles. He briefly broke down the kind of prints included in his collection, and shared the tie Bible, his terminology for a binder filled with various tie design ideas he could choose from. "This is Ken's tie tour, Jeopardy's version, #Jeopardy!" Ken's joint post with Instagram was captioned. Earlier this month, he shared an image of himself wearing a tie that used to belong to the late iconic ex-Jeopardy! Host Alex Trebek. Alex hosted Jeopardy! From 1984 until his death in 2020. Alex died at the age of 80 from pancreatic cancer. In July, Ken discussed his future on Jeopardy! With TV Insider. The last host worked into his 80s. "Traditionally, it's not a job you retire from," Ken told the news outlet, referring to Alex. "I didn't know at the time, but now that I have a few years under my belt, I think I understand why Alex wanted to do it. It's just such an incredibly fun job," Ken continued. He further added, "You're playing along with the smartest folks and getting to see them do their thing up close. I really feel very lucky that I'm still part of the Jeopardy! Family after all these years. And I have no plans to hang it up." Sometimes Ken shares behind-the-scenes pics of the trivia contest with his 42.2K followers on Instagram. Recently the small-screen star hopes to remain Jeopardy! Host long enough to achieve a certain accomplishment. Last Friday, Ken took some time from filming to share a snap of himself backstage. "Really hoping to host Jeopardy! Long enough that they let me play with the backstage label maker. #label maker," he captioned the photo he uploaded on the social media platform. Included in the picture was a label maker, and some other supplies on a table, along with a sticker coming out of the label maker that read, "Jeopardy! Wardrobe." Many fans commented under the post about what he should do with the label maker and how he was performing as the show's host. "First order of business? Printing a label that says label maker," one fan penned. "Get your own and start labeling the SD out of every single thing in the studio," a second added. "You've got the chops. Just march right up and do it," another shared. "It's difficult to pass by a label maker and not want to press buttons," someone else remarked. In the world of television game shows, few hosts have become as instantly recognizable as Ken Jennings, the legendary Jeopardy! Champion-turned-host. Known for his encyclopedic knowledge, quick wit, and engaging presence, Jennings has now given fans a fascinating behind-the-scenes look at one aspect of the show that rarely receives attention, the host's wardrobe. What has viewers buzzing isn't just the stylish suits or carefully coordinated outfits, but Jennings' surprisingly meticulous approach to his neckwear, affectionately dubbed his tie Bible. A tour of the wardrobe. In a candid social media post shared earlier this week, Jennings gave fans a playful but detailed tour of his on-air wardrobe, revealing the effort and thoughtfulness that goes into what many might consider a minor aspect of television presentation. From the moment he opens the doors of his wardrobe, it's clear that Jennings takes his role seriously, and his fashion sense equally so. "I like to think of my tie selection almost like part of the question board," Jennings joked, referencing the iconic game show he now helms. "Each tie has its own personality, its own story, and its own context. Choosing the right one is as important as selecting the right words on Jeopardy!" As he carefully sifted through rows of neatly hung neckties, the camera captured everything, from classic stripes to bold patterns, conservative hues to strikingly colorful options. It's a mix that mirrors Jennings' personality, intellectually rigorous yet approachable, a blend of sophistication and charm. The tie Bible concept. The term tie Bible might sound exaggerated, but according to Jennings, it is precisely that, a meticulously curated collection of neckties, each with specific notes on when, where, and why it might be worn. "I've been keeping track of my ties for years, especially during the pandemic, when I started thinking more about how I present myself on screen," he explained. The tie Bible includes photographs, style notes, and even cross-references to past Jeopardy! Episodes to ensure no tie is ever repeated too soon. The idea is simple yet surprisingly detailed. Some ties are reserved for special episodes, such as celebrity tournaments or championship rematches. Others are themed for specific categories, an inside joke only the most dedicated Jeopardy! fans might catch. For example, a tie with tiny book motifs might appear on an episode heavily featuring literature, while a tie with subtle geometric patterns could show up for science-themed shows. Fans who watched the wardrobe tour couldn't help but be charmed by Jennings' playful explanation of the system. "It's a little absurd, I know, but when you live on national television, these details matter more than people realize," he said, gesturing to rows of ties hanging neatly in color-coded sections. From contestant to host, style evolution. Jennings' journey from contestant to host has been a remarkable one, but it's also clear that his on-air style has evolved significantly. As a contestant, he was known for more casual attire, often opting for simple shirts and slacks that kept the focus on his intellect. Now, as host, his wardrobe reflects a careful balance between professionalism and relatability. "I want people to feel comfortable, to feel like I'm approachable, but also that the show has gravitas," Jennings noted during the tour. His suit selection reflects this balance, featuring classic tailoring with modern fits and occasional pops of color in ties or pocket squares. The wardrobe tour even included a peek at shoes and belts, although Jennings made clear that ties remain the centerpiece of his on-air fashion philosophy. Engaging fans through fashion. What makes the wardrobe tour particularly entertaining is how Jennings engages with his fans. Rather than presenting a dry inventory of clothing, he shares anecdotes, trivia, and insights that tie back to Jeopardy itself. For example, Jennings pointed out a tie worn during his first celebrity-hosted week, explaining how it was chosen to complement the set's lighting and avoid clashing with contestant attire. Social media reactions to the wardrobe tour have been overwhelmingly positive, with many viewers appreciating the combination of humor, intelligence, and style. "I never thought I'd care so much about Ken Jennings' ties, but now I can't stop thinking about them," one fan tweeted. Another remarked, "Only Ken Jennings could make a tie Bible seem both nerdy and totally cool." Jennings seems aware of the fun he's creating. "If nothing else, I hope people enjoy this peek behind the curtain," he said, holding up a tie adorned with tiny question marks. "It's a small thing, but it's part of the magic of the show." A deeper look at television presentation. The wardrobe tour also highlights a broader truth about television: presentation matters. In a world where every detail is magnified on high-definition screens, small choices, from tie patterns to suit cuts, can influence the viewer's perception. Jennings' approach demonstrates that even a game show host can treat style as a form of communication, subtly reinforcing his personality, professionalism, and connection with the audience. Experts in media and fashion have noted that hosts often underestimate the psychological impact of clothing on viewers. A tie, for example, can convey authority, friendliness, or creativity. Jennings' tie Bible is a creative solution to this challenge, ensuring that his wardrobe supports his role without overwhelming it. The human side of hosting. Beyond the ties and suits, the wardrobe tour offers a glimpse into the human side of Ken Jennings. Fans see a host who is organized, thoughtful, and willing to laugh at himself, a refreshing contrast to the polished and sometimes intimidating persona of television hosts. The casual, conversational tone of the tour makes it feel like a private behind-the-scenes moment, shared directly with fans. "This isn't just about clothes," Jennings admitted. "It's about the ritual, the routine, and the little details that help me feel prepared and confident. Hosting Jeopardy is an honor, and I want to do it right, even down to the tie I choose each day." As Jeopardy continues its long-running legacy under Jennings' stewardship, fans can expect more behind-the-scenes content that blends humor, insight, and personality. Whether it's a tie Bible, a sneak peek at the set, or a playful quip about contestant strategies, Jennings has proven that he's more than just a host, he's a curator of experience, both intellectual and visual. For now, fans are left to marvel at the tie Bible, perhaps even debating which tie they hope to see next on their favorite game show. And if the wardrobe tour has taught viewers anything, it's that even the smallest details, like the pattern on a tie, can hold stories, memories, and personality, making Jeopardy not just a test of knowledge, but a showcase of character. In the end, Ken Jennings' approach reminds us that hosting a show is as much about connection as content. Whether through his encyclopedic knowledge, engaging anecdotes, or carefully chosen ties, Jennings continues to captivate audiences in ways both big and small. And for fans, knowing there's a tie Bible guiding every sartorial decision adds yet another layer of charm to the world of Jeopardy.